EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And it comes your way next.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums in the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, we're getting set for kickoff. And here, partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media. And the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Love. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
2 yards off the play. And the Panther first down.
The motion man is Sanders. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to pick up a first down. Nice run to the 18-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He's got room past the 25. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Running is Jacobs. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers first down. We're able to get the third down conversion.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. We'll go play action with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Love. He runs with it. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Packers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that...
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
McManus on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
The motion man is Sanders. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. The motion man is Sanders. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This has been a first half to forget on their offensive side of the ball. It just seems like it's been a snowball effect. Bad plays are leading to even worse plays, and that sack being the largest setback in the game, that's been full of them.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Love He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw, Young. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Young to throw on 1st down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
The Packers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st down, it's Love. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
Halftime now at Lambeau, and the Packers are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The motion man is Sanders. On 1st down is Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Every time a quarterback is sacked, everyone kind of looks around at the offensive line. Oh, come on, guys, pick it up. I don't think this was on the O-line at all. I think the quarterback is holding on to the ball too long. You know what they say, Mike? Sacks, those are quarterback stats.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Motion man set right. On 2nd down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He pulls it in around the 5. To throw, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page, quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Taking off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Young. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
To throw is Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Young. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Young. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL, but also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Third and long. Back to throw. Young. He'll let this go towards the end zone. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And the Packers are going to have it just past their 25.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Packers set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. Now 2nd and inches. Here's Young to throw. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, Young. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. To throw is Young. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for the Packers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
Yes, I could have. I'm back down.